Hello everybody. So finally I get to go back out on another one. Just been really busy at work for the last few weeks. Have not had time to get out for an overnighter and stuff, so I'm out for one night anyway. See how I feel, possibly two. Going up to a different spot than last time, but we've been here before, you know what it is. So got my fishing rods with us this time. Going to see if we can get anything. Hopefully there'll be some mackerel about or something. I bought some food, but like literally a couple of packs of rice and a pack of couscous or something. So if I don't catch anything, that's all I'll be eating. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. The weather's lovely now, but it is meant to be a bit wet and stuff later tonight and pretty much all day tomorrow, really. You know, we don't mind that. So I'm going to plod on here at the camping spot, get this wee bit out of the way, and I'll bring you back when I'm there, guys. So everyone, I am at the camping spot, my favourite spot. We've been here before, you've been here a few times with me. Going to get to fishing as soon as we can, and we're a wee bit late for the tide's still coming up, but I wanted to get a wee bit more, but there may be rain later on, so I wanted to get set up first. So there's, you all know the hammock, diamond shape. Just I would have preferred to not put it in a diamond, but I've only got the 3x3 tarp, so 3.5 by 3.5 would be better. I could have left it thingy. And I've got my one Tigress hammock under quilt, and my quilt. That quilt is so good actually, really good quilt. And I've got my wee, I think it's a Trichology wee blow up pillow. Packs down super small, super light, so it's really good actually. I may need to work on this a little bit. I need to check how balanced it is, but we'll see. We're going to bring the front over as well and create a wee canopy. The wind right now is not the best, it's really blowing into it. You can see at the back there I've got it anchored up at 3 points, just because the wind's trying to take it away a wee bit. And then yeah, we've got loads of people over at the beach that's walked up there. Well, you know, it's not my own private beach, so to deal with it. Got a wee ground mat that's going to go under my thingy, just because the ground will be a wee bit wet. It's been raining here for the last like week. And then I've got two fishing rods. I've got a little kind of spinning rod, and I got like a beach caster, like a long one, but it's telescopic. It seems alright. The only problem was the handle. The handle was not what I thought it was. It's like a wee bit, just a wee bit on the cheap side. The big silver reel there, that's for my beach caster. So I'll maybe try and grab some limpets or something like that and chuck it line out with bait just to see. I don't know if there's anything up here. And just my smaller spinning reel with braid on it. And then we've got, oh sorry guys, this tackle box done half add weight. My grill tackle box. Just a couple of wee cloths in there for later to wipe my hands on. And sort of, you see like soft plastics and spinners and all that good stuff in there for later on. So what I will do now is, I'm pretty set up. I want to get lines in the water, but I should probably go and get a little bit of firewood and stuff first, because as I say, if the rain comes in tonight and I've just been fishing, then it's going to be a bit harder to get a fire going. There's a little bit of firewood left over from what I had last time, but it's a wee bit bigger stuff, so I'll need to go and collect some little stuff to get it going. I'll just hop along the beach there and grab that. And yeah, I'll probably bring you back once I'm fishing, once something happens, I catch something. So as I said before, I only took like you know, the little sort of instant couscous and that, like Moroccan style couscous, whatever. Took like a couple of packs of that and a couple of little sort of Uncle Ben's instant rice with me. And apart from that, I've got a couple of little, like, you know, snack bar things and coffee, and that is literally what I've got with me. So if I'm staying here for 2 days, I could really do with catching some fish. I've got some stuff to go with the fish. Got some like lemon and some chilli and some other stuff. So fingers crossed. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back in a bit if anything happens. There we go, guys. So kindling. I've got some bigger wood, but there's more not far away. As usual at this spot, that's like 10 minutes worth of collecting wood or something. Sorry for the pant, a wee bit out of breath gathering that. Anyway, so I'm going to get a rod set up, get a line in the water, and I suppose see if I can catch something for dinner, because that's kind of what I'm relying on. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to get it set up, bring it back while I'm fishing. Yeah, that's about it for now. Maybe get some decent fishing in before the rain comes as well, that would be nice. I've been at it for a while, the fishing. I wasn't recording because I wasn't sure if I'd get anything or not. See, that water's lovely there, isn't it? Really, really clear. The gannets are out, and yeah, I did in fact, well, I kept 4 mackerel, but I caught 6. Yeah, but for scale, mackerel aren't the biggest of fish, but that knife there, my new fillet knife, the blade is 8 inches, so that's about 12 inches long. So not bad size, especially the kind of big boy there. He's about 11, 12 inches long in total. So I've caught my dinner. I could carry on fishing, but there's no point. The smallest one there as well is still perfectly legal, perfectly within thingy. I would normally have thrown him back, but he was bleeding quite a wee bit from the gills, so you've obviously damaged these gills that you can't throw the fish back like that. It will die, it will suffer, so put out its misery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fillet these bad boys up, and I'll bring you back when we're like cooking or something, because you know how YouTube doesn't really like to show the cleaning and stuff of fish. So yeah, I'll sort that out and we'll bring you back later on when I'm actually cooking them. So there's my mackerel. I don't think that's even twitching anymore. I think it's actually its tail's flapping in the breeze, but I just got it sitting on some bracken there just to keep it off the moss and that, so get more bits in it. And now I'm going to light my fire. My rod's there. I might still go for some pollock, but the tide's going down now, so maybe not. So fire's cleaned out, ready to go. Got my wood. So yeah, pretty successful little trip. Hope I can catch some more tomorrow for food, so we'll see. Still a bit overcast. It stayed nicer, longer than I thought it was going to. Yeah, it's the rain's held off longer than I thought it was going to, or longer than it was meant to, so cut my finger as well with that new knife. It's a really good knife, that, actually. It's like a cheapo one. What was it? It's a, can't even remember. One second. It's a sidewinder. Oh, sorry, it's a sidewinder knife. It costs like 10 quid, but it's sharp as out, so we'll see if it keeps the blade. But I just got a little cheapo one thingy because I'll be using it mostly at salt water, and no point getting an expensive knife when it's just going to rust and just get demolished by the salt water, really. So anyway, that's all ready. I'll get my fire going and I will bring all of you guys back when it's probably time to cook, I would imagine. Yeah, that's about my plan so far. Well guys, that's the rain coming now. You can see the mist through the trees there. That's the rain front coming in. Just feel it spitting now, so got my canopy up on the tent, on the hammock. Really kind of need that wind to calm down. Would be really good. But yeah, I'll get some big logs on the fire and stuff, keep it from the rain, but I'll maybe have to sit out the shower or something and then try and cook. So I'll give you a quick look at what I brought with me. Some sesame oil, all my food's in here, so some aromatics, like seasoning, 2 lemons, some rice and some couscous, some teriyaki sauce, and some chilies. That's really about it, apart from coffee. So yeah, it was very good to be catching those mackerel. I kind of took a chance on that. Didn't know if they'd be in yet. But am I glad I'm going to get a feed tonight? Well, as long as I can keep this fire going and cook. It's just while that fire's burning, I'm just prepping my mackerel. Don't want any sticks. So yeah, that's the fillet knife I got. Really good, really sharp. And as you can see, what I've done there, you see the slices into the mackerel. So I've left it whole basically without the head, but I've sliced into it, and then I'm going to marinate it a little bit, just using this bag because I forgot to bring a tray or anything with me. So some sesame oil. Put the peri peri over here, but I'm not actually going to use that. I'll use my mortar to cut the lemon, because the other knife's a wee bit. I've been using it to gut fish basically. Into that lemon, I'll leave a little bit there as well. I'm probably going to use that to clean my hands. Normally I don't like cutting this way, it's like the way Nana used to cut or something, but I've got no other way of really doing it. I don't really have a chopping board. I'm just roughly cutting this, it doesn't really matter. Why is it I start cutting a chilli and now I've got an itchy nose? And this is a habanero, so I don't want to be itching my nose until I clean my hands. You can see the baby wipes there. They're always really handy when you go camping, if you want to just stay just a wee bit clean. I'll leave that for something, maybe a wee squirrel will take it and have a liking for chilli. Well, I got some of this, it's sticky teriyaki, which is quite nice on fish because I'm going to have this with rice. And then just mess it up in the bag a wee bit there. Just kind of pushing it into the sort of stomach cavity of the fish there. You can feel it through the bag. But again, that just keeps it a wee bit, keeps my hands a wee bit clean. And what I've done as well, I've kept this one. That was the smallest one. So what I'll do is I'll fill it that up, and I'll use that for bait either through the night or early tomorrow morning. I'll chuck a bait rod in, just see what's about. And all my rubbish can go on the fire because I'm not cooking immediately, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to let this fish sit there and marinate for a little minute. And then I'll bring you back. I'm just wiping my hands, as you can see, because mackerel get these mad little scales and they're kind of weird when they're raw like that and they go on your hands. They're actually quite a stinky fish. I mean, the smell of fish really clings to you, but to eat they're lovely, absolutely lovely. One of my favourite fish to eat, in fact, especially when I catch them myself. So yeah, just wipe that off. If you want as well, you can. This might hurt. I did put a plaster on because that knife's that sharp. The sharp of the knife, when you cut yourself, it tends to bleed for longer. So what I've done is I've squeezed lemon juice on my hands there. Now some people might have a reaction to the acid in the lemon. That should be alright. And lemon juice, and actually if you're at home, lemon juice and cold water, not roasting hot water. Because roasting hot water actually cooks the fish into your skin and the smell won't go. Yep, now my hands smell lovely lemon. So yeah, I'll bring you back when I'm ready to cook. I'm going to get some more wood on there, and as you can see, it's burnt down. It's probably actually good for cooking now, but the fish wants to marinate for just a little bit longer, so I'll put a wee bit more wood on there, get a better coal bed, and then I'll start thinking about whacking my fish on. So everybody, we've got the mackerel on, and just beside it there's a little pot of rice. So that's going to take a while to cook. It's going to cook kind of slowly. Started spitting again. Oh, you got to excuse my, pardon me, shoddy camera work. But in the meantime, we'll go for a little walk and see what's what. You can see, very slowly, see the puddles of water in there. You can see how wet it's been here for the last little while. But that little bit of almond drains off. It's really dry. It's lovely. These are two little bits. Obviously, the water just seeps through. Whoop! Oh. Yeah, so should be able to see how much the water's dropped. It's still just going off them rocks there. It's got a wee way to go yet. But the wind's changed direction, which is nice, and it's really went almost flat calm. But we're just sitting in this, you know, straight down there. I've showed you before, there's usually an island. You can't even see it now. Just like you've got a heavy mist or a light rain that's just kind of hanging in the air. You can even see out there, don't know if you can see it, two little white specks. That's gannets. It's very rare you see them actually sitting in the water. Usually they're just flying all the time. There's Tinnabrook over there. So yeah, it's coming low tide, so it's not really the best fishing time. I'll probably wait until, I think it'll be the early hours of the morning. And then come the early hours of the morning, I'm just using my tripod as a selfie stick. Then come the early hours of the morning, maybe when it's dark, I might try and use some of that, you know, the small mackerel that I've not got on to eat, and I'll maybe use that for bait and sling something out. See if we catch anything. We might not. Wonder if you can see in there to my wee. Where is it? Nope, it's not there. Oh, there's my camp in there, behind my big heat. So yeah, it's going to be a fairly chilled one today. I'll probably be doing lots of little short clips because obviously this is going to be a 2-dayer, so I don't want it ending up maybe too long. But I'll bring you back as and when anything exciting happens, any fish maybe I catch or sort of cooking and stuff. But it's actually turned out a really lovely night, even though, I mean, it's not cold. You see I'm just wearing a t-shirt. It's just this fine mist that's hanging in there. But it is actually, it's really, really lovely, to be honest. You can see, I'll do that again. That's my backdrop. Right out over there. Right, so this time I did buy some cutlery, like I've got a spoon to eat with this time. I've still made a pair of heavy duty chopsticks for moving the fish. Now it's just whether or not I can actually do that. So yeah, they may be a bit big, but okay, kind of works. If I was better with chopsticks, it'd probably work better. It's probably better just picking them up by the tail and doing that. There we go. So that's the mackerel moved. I was hoping it wouldn't stick as much as that, but it's okay. It's been cooking quite slowly, and even if you got a couple of flames there, like I do like eating the skin, but if you overcook it or whatever, you just chuck the skin away and the meat inside it's okay. So I mean that should taste really, really nice. It's, you know, chilli and whatnot, and it's had a good bit of smoke on it, so I'll bring you back once it's actually cooked. That's one side, get the other side done now. There we go guys, I think you can see that. We've got a little bit of rice there, and we've got my mackerel. So I've cleared off the fire now. That's just in a way. There's a little cup on there just with some, like to make some coffee. So, oh, I better get my spoon actually. This is a big taste test, isn't it? Oh wait there. Oh. So a little bit of lemon that I saved over, and as recommended by Marco Pierre White, nor eremit, use like salt. It's got salt and everything, but it's got some MSG goodness in it. Say what you like about MSG, but Chinese use it and they seem to do alright. So, pick out any wee bones. Yeah. Little bones like that, but I'm just picking through it with my fingers, so it's really no problem. Oh wow. Look at that. Big chunks of flaky white fish coming up. One bone. That's really good. I'm actually surprised that the habanero I put in it, it's given it a fair kick. So, because I like my chilli, so you can still taste the mackerel because it's quite a strong fish. Which is good, it lends itself to doing a lot of different things with it, you know, from smoking to, you know, making it with chilli. Not so good in a curry because it didn't hold together so much, but oh, wow, I mean, look at that. That's like from the spine, like up to the back. No bones in that. Even down to the tail. And then look, I've eaten I've eaten one half of that mackerel, pretty much. And then I'm eating my mouthful. So I've eaten one whole side of that, and then you just pull the whole rib cage out, or the whole spine, sorry. Oops. That was the tail snap, it's quite crunchy. And there you go. A couple of wee bones there, but anything that's going to cause you any trouble, you're going to feel. So I've got that, I'll just sling that over there. And then I've got still pretty much the whole side of mackerel with no bones in it. So yeah, I think you've watched me eat enough. I'm going to enjoy this with my rice. And I'll bring back later on if I get up to any other stuff. But well worth it. I mean, I caught that mackerel and, well, it could have been straight on the fire, but maybe half an hour because I kept on fishing and got a fire going. So within half an hour of catching it, you're pretty much eating it. Can't beat that, man.
Oh, good morning, guys. As you can see, the wind has picked up a little bit. That's my tarp is there. So, oh good, yeah, it's a little bit windy. But I suppose I'll get up in a wee minute. Maybe do something. I might need to anchor this tarp down a little bit more and stuff. But still, had a good night's sleep. Pretty quiet apart from the wind. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself coffee and that. It's not too bad today. Oh, there comes a big gust. That's right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll get up and do something. Yeah.
Well guys, that is me heading back home. Just a little bit crazy with the wind. I'm quite sheltered in here on this track, but where I am it's absolutely crazy, man. And it's set to get worse later through the day and tonight, so yeah, I thought I'd call it. Done what I wanted to do, so it's all good. Yep, as you can see, rain gear on. So yeah, anyway, if you got to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. And if you liked it, you know, maybe consider subscribing or like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, thank all of you for watching. So I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra now.